Nice gold steak. I think the physical Bowazon is definitely stronger than this, and like can wipe out the crowds faster with things like multi-shot and with strafe, but at the same time, visually I think this is more satisfying. And I also like the idea of teleporting around with the Frenzy Mercenary and having the Holy Freeze aura and being somewhat passive while also providing like support fire. I wanted to make an Ice Bowazon. I got a jaw rune the other day. Finally decided to make an ice bow because I had a base laying around. And also decided to put my damn near perfect night wings to work. Dexterity and cold absorb could be a little better, but that's a different subject. So one thing we did different, we don't have an Infinity Mercenary. We actually have an Act 5 Frenzy Mercenary with dual plague, so we're getting lower resist procs fairly often. And then curses also don't slow us down for very long. Then we got Vamp Gaze and Shaft Stop just for him to have basically maxed out damage reduction. We're rocking Enigma instead of Chains of Honor, so we sacrifice a little bit of res. Well, it looks like a lot, but the thing is, we don't really take very much cold damage, and we're a ranged character. And then fire. Most of the sources of fire damage, honestly, you have to be standing close to them. We just keep our distance from fire damage sources, since we know the type of enemies that we're going to come across. My main reasoning for wearing the Enigma was actually so I could tele-stomp and reposition my Mercenary and get more benefit. Because I realized when I was running around with Chains of Honor, you know, you can recast your Valkyrie and position her in between you and a pack of enemies. But the thing is, with your Mercenary, you really gotta teleport in order to do that. Here's the full gear before I get sidetracked with playing. I wanted to get into playing so you guys didn't get bored and click off the video. Bow and crossbow gloves with some crushing blow on them. SOJ, Arachnid Smash, Raven Frost, Drax, arrows, High Lords. I didn't check yet if High Lords makes a difference in the... I think it does. I might be tripping, but it could be Mara's. Let me know what you think. Night Wings. It feels like it shoots faster with that extra 20 IAS though, that's all I'm saying. And then inventory, there goes that lower res. Inventory, Cold Rupture, and then a bunch of bow and skiller, bow and crossbow skillers, and then so nothing too crazy. Really, this is also a character that, like, since it attacks in a certain kind of way, I mostly would just be elite sniping with this character. I'm not... Somebody could argue the Phoenix Shield is dumb because you shatter a lot of corpses, but I mean, I think there's still enough to where between spamming mana potions and stuff and finding corpses to absorb, you'll be able to get some. Looks like it's trying to prove me wrong here. Definitely gonna need potions as well, because I mean, you do a lot of shattering. Mostly dependent on the thumbnail and the title, along with the topic of the video. Like, if I make a video about something related to necromancers on Diablo, it doesn't get a lot of views because people don't care about those as much.
Not even death can save you from
If I make something about, like, Broken New Sorceress, everybody's gonna click on it. Or if it's something about the Mosaic Assassin or certain things.
I can't carry anymore.
But I'm also not just gonna milk videos of that if I'm not, like, interested in it or having fun with the gameplay. So we took some decent damage from this fire right there. this is definitely a pretty good elite sniper type of character. Of course, it's not meta by any means. I would definitely call it off meta. But at the same time, it's able to handle any type of content. And I had my Infinity Mercenary die on me while I was playing this character. And I realized how strong it was without it. And that may be less true as you turn up the player count and stuff like that, but at the same time, the Frenzy Mercenary just really, especially if you're running and not using Enigma as well, Frenzy Mercenary is just way more aggressive and teleports. I mean, not teleports, but sprints to the enemies. He catches up. You don't outrun him as much as you would the actual Mercenary. He's always in the fight with you. Sometimes he's not in the correct fight and he's attacking the wrong enemy or whatever, but that's what the teleporting's for. It definitely works best when they're the most bunched up together. That way we can really hit them all. Or hit them with piercing shots and stuff. Would be what's best. Definitely not a bail runner though. I mean, you can just the level of crowd control we get is really nice. I feel like it's just a pretty chill build to play. No pun intended. Just max out these three, and then I put enough points in Pierce to have 80%, which I thought was fine, because I don't really want to wear, I wanted to improve the teleport frames a little bit, but they're still terrible with this character regardless of what you do. But evade, dodge, and avoid, since a lot of content creators actually made videos on this character in general, these have been buffed massively, so these are really useful to put a bunch of points into. I tried to kind of spread it evenly, because I know that I'm going to be standing still a lot while I'm shooting, so avoid is good. Evade is just while I'm walking or running, which is pretty good, but not quite as valuable. Avoid in my... And then dodge. Dodge is probably better than evade as well. Yeah, here's all the stats and everything. Basically enough to hold the gear and then max vitality. Hope you enjoyed. Everybody have a great day. If you're not, consider subscribing. I'll catch you on the next video.